Welcome back to No Rhyme, No Reason. As always, I'm your host, Aaron Bergeron, and I am joined by Popeye.
Hello.
And Ernesto.
Yellow.
All right, so Ernesto has an amazing segment that he wants to do this week, and I would hate to take this away from him, so we're just going to jump right into it. Got a lot to talk about. So, Ernesto, explain what you'd like us to do today.
So I asked these guys to come up with, if they had to look upon a child or their young selves and give them 5 rules to live by, what would those 5 rules be? 5 seemed to be too tall of an order, so we came up with 3 rules to live by. So I'll let Wayne take it away with his and spin it off here. What you got for us?
Okay, well, so I will pick 3 of my 5. I don't want to say that I cannot come up with 5, but the first one that I have hand selected and believe is a good idea. Basically, you grow the most as a person when you leave your comfort zone. So basically, like, you do things that make you uncomfortable because that's when you like learn the most. You know, if you fail or something happens, you know, I feel as if that's when you learn the most. And to become better and move forward, got to be learning. Always be learning.
Do things that make you uncomfortable. So is it do things that make you uncomfortable or always be learning?
They're both the same,
Okay.
Because you're doing things outside of your comfort zone. So it's like you're experiencing things that you might not normally experience. And I feel like that helps you as a person. It's just one of those things.
Okay. Got it. What's number 2?
All right. My second one is like, it's a phrase that basically you should take that phrase to heart. And it's, you can easily judge the character of a person by how they treat those who can do nothing for them. Which is similar to the golden rule of like, do unto others how you'd like to be treated. But basically, people who kiss ass, I'm not a fan of those people. So it's like, when you see people just being nice to people that stand to give them no benefit in life, it's like taking the golden rule to another level.
Okay.
Don't just kiss ass.
So like when Popeye gave that homeless guy $40.
And then the last one is Hakuna Matata, which is pretty self-explanatory. That's all I got.
It means no worries.
Yes, that's correct.
For the rest of your days.
It's basically like a problem-free philosophy, if you will.
I've never heard it deemed like that. Problem-free philosophy. I like that. Is that a Wayne original?
No, I believe Mickey Mouse is suing me right now.
Okay, awesome. All right. I know some good lawyers. So yeah, do things outside of your comfort zone. You can judge a person by the way they treat someone who can do nothing for them, and Hakuna Matata. That's a solid 3. We do not have the same. I don't know what your other 2 were, but we did not have the same ones.
I mean,
so
I'll tell you.
Do you want to drop your other 2?
I'll tell you if you do. They were not fleshed out because I was told to remove them, but they were basically layman's terms of just assume the best in people because it's bad when you don't. And then you can make a difference. Like, don't think that you can't. Like, always assume that every little thing does something. Those are the 5 that fleshed me out. Do any of those 2 equal yours?
No, not at all.
No. Well, that is why we are 2 different people.
That's why. All right, for once we have different rules. Okay, I'll take it away here. I too came up with 5, so you can see where the tall order of 5 and us watering it down to 3 came from. So the first one that I came up with was learn how to make a decision. And it stems from, like, so many people live in this like wishy-washy world where they like no one can make a decision anymore, like these days. And the people that have the ability to make a decision are the people that win these days. Like it's too many people get caught up on, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? what are people going to think, and they get stuck in like this quagmire where they go absolutely nowhere. And so learn how to make a decision, be a decision maker.
Don't be a flattened squirrel on the side of the road.
Flattened squirrel on the side of the road. I forget the guy's name, but there's like a little anecdote, a little story or whatever, and it's like someone's ass, as in donkey, and basically there was a donkey, and he was hungry and he was thirsty at the same time. So he looked to his left, and there was his feed, and looked over to his right, and it was water. And he looked back to his left. Do you want to eat or do you want to drink? Do you want to eat or do you want to drink? And then he died because he couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to eat first or drink first. So don't be an ass. That's one of those little moral stories, whatever. So learn how to make a decision. Anyways, so number 2 was, all right. So this one, it's funny coming from me. Oh, that was the ironic one as well, because I had to make a decision of which 3 of the 5 that I was going to use. So number two was, and it seems funny coming from me, but it's also a saying, and the saying is "cool heads prevail." That's something that I've adapted and that I've had to learn as I progressed through life, was to not act rashly and reactively all the time, and allow things to sit so you can make logical decisions about how to respond to certain things. So yeah, I think that one's an important one, because there's no telling, what bridges you can burn, or what poor decisions you can make in the heat of the moment when you're hot-headed, or you're in flames, or you're acting purely based on emotion, and logical thinking kind of goes out the window. And then my number 3 one was never trust a born-again Christian.
Why?
Because they obviously did something bad to become that.
Touche.
And there's nothing there. So I have nothing against, I'm not super religious. I have nothing against Christianity, but in my opinion, there isn't as fake of a populace of a certain religion than Christians, more often than not, especially born again Christians, who obviously were not the most Christian-like people to begin with, and then for whatever reason they have magically changed their ways, and now they're born again Christian. Everything is peaches and cream again.
I like how you had 5, and that was one of the ones that you were like, nope, this one needs to be in.
I had to get like some humor in there. Everything else was like cut and dry. The other one was mine was kind of counterintuitive to one of Popeye's, which was select a small core group of friends and then find new friends. So like keep a few of your friends. Like it pretty much boils down to constantly audit your friends group. So you don't get stuck in the same place for the rest of your life. And then never close your tab until you're ready to leave the bar.
All right.
And that one just comes down to practicality, because you end up tipping more because you go back for another drink and then some shots and then another drink, and you end up tipping like $10, $12, $15, $20 when you could have just tipped $6 to begin with.
All right. Those make sense. For the friend one, it was always, for me, it was just knowing that some friends are permanent, some friends are just temporary. Like this is the same philosophy, but
yeah, I think, it's the same philosophy. It's an important one because not a lot of people, it's a tough thing to do to cut people off, but it's just natural progression, and your values change, their values change. Mm-hmm. So it's just, audit your friends list pretty much. Mm-hmm. And we'll spin it over to Popeye here. See what he's got.
So I don't know what they're talking about, because I actually have 5 as well. So I think Andy, they probably mistook me for Andy, since Andy was a guest of the show. But my 5, number 1, be sure to travel. Make sure that you travel, see the world, uh, immerse yourself in the different cultures pretty much. I've been to Germany, I've been to a lot of places in Europe, and traveling is just one of the funnest things that I've probably done in my life. So I would say that's number one. Ernesto, other than Arizona, have you ever been anywhere else or no, not really?
I did drum corps chump,
Hmm.
so I've been to like 30 of the continental U.S.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What? What is
What about
what
outside
was
of the US?
that?
That was my phone. I'm sorry. It will be edited out.
No, don't edit that out. Is that like your notification for a text or something?
No, I was like playing with my phone and there was like something that was like as I was scrolling and I forgot that I have noise canceling headphones on, so I didn't hear it initially.
Oh, it'd be so
So I
much.
didn't even know what it was. I just like all of a sudden I could hear like a buzzing. So
It'd be so much. It'd be so much funnier if that was like your notification.
I might change it. I'm gonna favorite it, and then that way I can go back to it and listen to it. All right, it's
Okay.
favorited. All right, Popeye,
Oh,
give me number.
anyways.
Yeah.
Number 2.
All right, so number two is to on the friends note, make good quality friends, like even like throughout your life. Yes, it is healthy to, like Wayne said, and Ernesto said, some friends are long-term friends and some friends are just temporary friends or friends that you reconnect with further down the road if that should be the case. But just make quality friends and surround yourself with that, with good positive vibes. Number three, I would say don't let anyone take your kindness for weakness. I know that's a big thing that I kind of push a lot. I make sure that yeah, I'll do nice things for you, but don't shit on me afterwards because I'm not gonna take it. I'll cut you off. So that's number three for me. Four is stay mentally and physically fit. So always like keep motivated, do activities to keep your mind kind of jogged, exercise your mind right, and then also exercise your body right. And then number five is always eat your vegetables. So
Always eat your vegetables.
yeah,
It's a good one.
If
Popeye, what's your favorite vegetable?
If
favorite vegetable I would have to say is asparagus.
if that isn't a cop out,
Bold.
I don't know what is. Always eat your vegetables. Okay.
Is that so?
Ernesto's just mad
recommending
because he doesn't eat
people-
his vegetables.
I
You're
hate
recommending people not to eat vegetables?
no.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, don't eat your vegetables. You know what? You know what vegetables really are? Vegetables are just spare calories that you just throw in there. Proteins, fats. Eat that. Vegetables are just like they just take up space.
I don't know. They can be pretty good if you cook them right.
Yep.
Good source of iron and fiber. All right. So that was fun. I'm glad Ernesto, the philosophy major, could help us discuss this in detail.
I mean, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to give people, rules to live by. Now they have 15, including always eat your vegetables, and I'm sure that people can take something out of this and just begin to like crush it for real. Yeah,
They're probably so
There you go.
motivated right now. It's insane.
they're probably like motivated as hell. They're like, oh, I already do like half of those rules. That's fantastic. I'm on the right path. I just need to eat more vegetables. And now they know.
That's the only one that Ernesto is missing out on. So
No, that's one I'm gonna eat the bare minimum of vegetables that I should eat.
4 servings a day.
No. That's poppycock. It's like 2 servings a day max.
Okay, we'll fact
And-
check that in a future.
Yeah, we'll
episode.
fact check that. Go ahead, fact check it. Anyways, moving on here, Wayne.
All right, so we'll stick to the love hate. We had the also amazing idea to do love hates about celebrities this week. I don't know, just came to us. So how about Ernesto? Why don't you start off with your love hate for celebrities?
So my love is Will Smith. Just because he's freaking Will Smith, man, and he's like outside of movies, just awesome human being, awesome dude, and then all of his movies. I love Will Smith's movies: Men in Black, Bad Boys 2, 7 Pounds, Bright. Even like the crappy ones, like After Earth. After Earth was okay, solely because Will Smith. Like I don't like Jaden Smith, his son. Will Smith is fine.
What about Hitchcock?
Ooh, you mean Hancock? You mean Hancock?
Sorry.
Love
Yes.
love Hancock. Love Hancock. Is I know it's a terrible movie. I know, but I love Hancock. It's so good. Pursuit of Happiness. I mean that's the thing. So I mean that's kind of how I based my decision was like, what celebrity do I just like? I like all their movies. Like I will watch all of their movies, and the only one was realistically one of the only people was Will Smith. So Will Smith was my love for sure, and my hate was conversely, if there was one celebrity where I do not want to watch any of their movies, like I explicitly hate them, don't want to touch them, don't want to go near them, like I will not watch it. It is Melissa McCarthy, just because I hate her humor. I hate most of her humor is just jokes about her being overweight and it's just stupid humor. Like she's a less funny version. She's like if Will Ferrell was not funny. That is how I feel about Melissa McCarthy. Like Will Ferrell, stupid humor, but it's also funny stupid. It's like kind of witty, funny, stupid humor. Like if Will Ferrell had like no wit and was not funny whatsoever, you would have a male version of Melissa McCarthy. Hate Melissa McCarthy. I will never like Melissa McCarthy. I will always hate whatever studio made the Ghostbusters reboot and made her the lead role. Worst decision ever. They should have they pushed the all-female cast. They should have made it like just a reboot. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, bring back some of the original cast. It would have been absolutely fucking hilarious. But we got Melissa McCarthy, and I hate Melissa McCarthy. The second, like the Ghostbusters reboot took my hatred from Melissa. Like I didn't really hate Melissa McCarthy. I just kind of ignored her. The second the Ghostbusters reboot happened, it went straight through the roof. Straight through the roof. Like a falcon, like a fucking rocket.
What would you do if you saw her in the street?
I would yell, "Fuck you, Melissa McCarthy." Like
I feel like
I hate Melissa McCarthy. She would probably like flick me off. Like she would probably accept. I can't think that I'm the only person who has ever yelled like "F you, Melissa McCarthy" to Melissa McCarthy. I feel like it might almost be a daily thing for her.
I'm with you on her, like in terms of her humor. Like they force it. Like the jokes are just so predictable. But she's been in some good movies.
The one
that
with
doesn't mean
Jason
that-
Statham was good. I've heard the one, and then
Spy,
I think she was
Spy was hilarious.
The Spy was good. I think she was in one with, was it Sandra Bullock, Heat or whatever?
Heat was good. Bridesmaids
Yeah.
was good too. And then she was in, I think it was called like Identity Thief with Jason Bateman. Those are good movies.
No, I mean that's the thing is like they are like I like Jason Bateman, I like Sandra Bullock, I like Jason Statham. I have not seen any of those movies solely because I cannot stand Melissa.
Isn't she
McCarthy.
nominated for like an
Cannot
Oscar
stand
right
her.
now or something?
It's absolute outlandish. That's all I can say about that. It's outlandish.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Hate Melissa McCarthy. And I hope she loses.
All right. Well then.
No, I hope she gets Miss America to where they call her name out, but it's actually not her.
I believe at the Oscars, that's called La La
Yes.
Landed.
They call
yeah.
her Steve Harvey.
I want that to be I want her to be La La Landed. I want them to La La Land her ass.
So you want Steve Harvey to be hosting this award show?
They did it at the Oscars. That's the joke.
I would love to be the host and be able to do that to Melissa McCarthy.
Oh,
But I would do it like really. So I would do it on purpose, and I'd be like, "Psych! It's whoever,
all right.
anyone else but Melissa McCarthy."
All right.
If there are 5 nominees, I'd say psych and name the other 4 and say it was a 4-way tie. Melissa McCarthy just lost.
Oh,
As she's walking away, you stay in the mic. Fuck you. Sit down.
Yes.
all right. For the 5th time, Popeye, why don't you give us an actor that we can all love again? Let's get back to the loves.
Actor that I love is going to be Daniel Day-Lewis. He's just a phenomenal actor. Pretty big method actor as well. You know him from Gangs of New York, most recently Lincoln, Last of the Mohicans, a lot of good movies. So he puts out a lot of quality flicks. The one celebrity that I hate is Tobey Maguire.
I don't understand this.
If you've ever seen Molly's Game, just recently came out about I think a year ago. It talks about this woman who had an underground poker game, and his name was Mr. X in the movie because they were protecting his identity. But in real life, it was Tobey Maguire, and in the movie, he's a complete dickhead, and he apparently did more than what he did in the movie. So I just think Tobey Maguire is a piece of
Wait,
shit.
are you saying that Mr. X is like this was a? It's not just Tobey Maguire playing this role. Like the Mr. X was Tobey Maguire. Was Tobey Maguire in real life?
The guy who played the role was Michael Cera, and the real life person is Tobey Maguire.
So this
Tobey Maguire basically made a guy go bankrupt and gave all his money up for gambling because he thought it was hilarious. Like he's like a big poker player, and he just fucked this dude over. He's just a shitty fucking person. So
And technically speaking, the premise of poker is to take someone's money.
that goes into an ethics thing when it starts going a little too far.
I don't know.
You know. Anyways, but yeah, that those are my choices.
To each their own.
Molly's Game, really really good movie. It's also a book, so that's one of the books that I would probably like to read. So,
Molly's Game.
oh, speaking of books, how is your reading going, Ernesto? With that one book that you were
Yes, that one.
offered?
I haven't started yet. I haven't texted
Ooh.
Wayne. Wayne told me to text him. I started it.
He has not texted.
I just haven't got to do it. Yes, I have not. I have not started it. Everyone, just calm down.
People are anticipating this read.
It's
I know
true.
they are.
For the moment, the spotlight's on Ernesto, and I thought you would relish in it. Just bask. in it.
Everyone wants to know where Ernesto's thinking. Wants Ernesto's blessing. All right. I'm sorry. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Tobey Maguire. He was Spider-Man.
He was Spider-Man. I have a quick question. Popeye, did you see Phantom Thread with Daniel Day-Lewis?
Phantom Thread. Let me look it up real quick.
It was like nominated for an Oscar like 2 years ago, I believe. I vaguely remember it, but I remember like thinking I wanted to see it, but the subject matter just did not interest me at all. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I will do my love hate for actors and actresses. So my love is Emily Blunt. I love everything about that woman. She is very personable. She's very funny, and she's very pretty.
She's married to Jim Halpert.
She's married to Jim Halpert, that lucky lady. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a movie that she's in that I don't like. I've yet to see the new Mary Poppins, but Quiet Place, Girl on the Train, Sicario, Into the Woods, Edge of Tomorrow, Looper, the Muppets movie, even like she's just so good, and she's so funny.
Yeah.
And of course, her best role, The Devil Wears Prada. I mean, she's amazing. So that was my
I love
love.
Emily Blunt.
How can you not? Let's be real. And then for my hate, it's got to be Katherine Heigl. I can't stand any movie that she's in. I don't know why. I really don't. It's just I think that she's a bad actress, and I've heard like Offset that she is not fun to work with.
Yeah, I heard on the set of Knocked Up that she was a bitch, and Seth Rogen, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah.
Did not like working with her. Neither did who was the director?
It will come to me. It's Judd
I
Apatow.
know. Yeah, Judd Apatow. Judd Apatow basically, from what I heard, ruined her career after that.
I believe
So,
she's at the point where she's doing cat food commercials, I believe, right now. So, yes.
yeah.
Who?
She's,
Katherine Heigl. Where have you been?
Oh yeah, no, I was looking up Molly's Game and Tobey Maguire and seeing if Popeye's
is
research
she
is
still in
correct.
Grey's Anatomy?
No. She was I don't know if she was killed off. Someone will know. But yes, she is no longer on Grey's Anatomy. I believe she left by not dying.
That was her like big money maker.
Yeah,
that was
that
the only
jump-started
steady
her
job
career, and like I think she left because she did movies, and she did a bunch for like a short amount of time. Like she did Life as We Know It, 27 Dresses, Knocked Up. All those movies are in that period of time, but I do not like any of those movies. I don't really like.
Yeah.
The only movie of Katherine Heigl's that I liked was The Ugly Truth with Gerard Butler.
Because you like Gerard
And
Butler. I did not think it was that
yeah,
good.
Gerard Butler is a great actor. It was like she. Well, the problem with Katherine Heigl is, other than the fact that she's talentless, is the fact that she like pretty much plays like there are certain actors
Yeah.
and actresses
Plays the same character.
who basically play themselves in every single like she plays Katherine Heigl in every
Yeah.
single role. It's not like she plays like Sarah from Ugly or like this person from this.
Yeah.
She plays Katherine Heigl in every single movie. It's like Seth Rogen. Like Seth Rogen plays Seth Rogen in every single movie.
But at least Seth Rogen is an
yeah.
entertaining character. She is not.
Yes, at least she's funny.
Nope. At least he is funny. She is not.
Yes, at least he is funny. Like she has one thing going for her. That's semi her looks.
That ends that conversation. We thought we would maybe do another movie club, and thought it'd be interesting to try and do a movie that has one of those actors or actresses in it. And as much as I wanted it to be
Clearly-
Bridesmaids,
Yeah, we clearly weren't watching anything with Melissa McCarthy. I wasn't
Right.
gonna let it happen.
Bridesmaids is so good.
Not gonna happen. I would skip over the parts with Melissa McCarthy in it, and I feel like that would take away from the plot.
Just a little bit.
So it's just not happening. You asked me to watch one Melissa McCarthy movie is probably like me asking you to watch every single thing that Katherine Heigl has been in
Mm.
succession.
Mm.
Does that sound fun? It doesn't. So we went with the obvious answer of watching something that had someone that we liked in it, which happened to be once. I think the theme of Movie Club is becoming a movie that you and I both have seen and or like that Popeye has not.
That's a good philosophy.
Both of us had seen Ex Machina. Popeye had not. And this next one, both of us have seen, and like it's one of my sleeper favorite movies. Popeye has not seen it.
Also, when we did Christmas movie club, both of us had seen Home Alone, and I would like to reiterate that Andy has not seen Home Alone.
He's
But yeah.
just. I have no words for that.
Yes. So we thought it would be fun to rewatch Edge of Tomorrow, which has Emily Blunt in it, and Tom Cruise, which I believe is a very polarizing actor. I feel like there's a lot of people that do not like Tom Cruise, and there's a lot of people who love Tom Cruise.
For some reason, I've never gotten the Tom Cruise hate. I love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is great. Popeye, what are your thoughts on Tom Cruise?
I think he's crazy, but he's a good actor. I mean, he just shaped his personality to be an actor all the time, and then when he needs sleep, then he turns down like a robot.
Mission Impossible, Jerry Maguire,
Mission Impossible 4.
Top Gun,
Top Gun.
4. Yes.
Mission Impossible. I finally saw Mission Impossible, like the new Mission Impossible. It was really good.
Oh,
It was
so
really
good.
I think I've
It was
only
really
seen
good.
one Mission Impossible.
How surprised were you when I don't want to spoil
That
it,
was the
but I'm
first
going to. How surprised were you at the end when she was working at the camp? It's just a badass homage, and like it was cool.
I was not surprised.
Well, because they mentioned it earlier in the movie, but like,
yeah, I wasn't as surprised. Yeah, I think
when he showed her the picture, like I was like, damn.
The thing that caught me off guard the most was when they did the switch with Benji to catch Henry Cavill. That's the thing. Like it was just like pure sleight of hand. Like I didn't even think about it.
It's like the Mission Impossible movies are all so good. Like they're just consistently like they have those twists and turns. You can almost see them coming. But man, what a great series! All right, well we're running long.
Did we even talk about? No, I don't think we even mentioned. Did we mention the movie?
I said Edge of Tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, sorry. So we said it. Okay.
Edge of Tomorrow. Go watch it. We'll discuss it next week.
Anyway, so 5 Rules to Live, Celebrities, Melissa McCarthy Sucks, and Edge of Tomorrow. Today it was a great show. We will catch you guys next week. See ya.
Later.
See ya.